hold on. I thought you would like that. So I was really taken by Ali also, because when I told him the news, he called me and he said, you know what, I actually agree. And, but all I want is to be able to move forward with this project and to get the connections that I need to go to MIT and to get the training that I want. And I said, you know what, we're based in Boston. We have connections at MIT. We have connections at Harvard. And we have a community that will love to hear about your story. And so I invited him to come anyway and to present to you. And I'm so happy that he did. And also I called Rana and I said, this is not my technical area of expertise at all, but it is Rana's, who you met earlier, who is a successful Egyptian entrepreneur, the power of the network. And I said, can you review his application for me and let me know, first of all, is this for real? Second of all, how is he doing it? Third of all, just break it down to me in normal English and at a slower pace. And she did exactly that, and she called back and she said, listen, on innovation, I give it a 5 out of 5. On application, I give it I haven't seen it done this way before. And it does fulfill, you know, a niche and that is needed. On strategy, she said, I want to talk to him because I have some questions on the strategy moving forward. And I said, well, would you be willing to mentor him? Would you be willing to talk to him? And she said, yes. And that's the power of the network. So these simple things can make a big difference. Rana graduated she did her postdoc research at the MIT Media Lab. And that's Ali's dream. And I hope that we can, as a community, help support him get there, and to see his dream with Vound come true and many others, and also the dreams of all of these social enterprises that are doing work in critical areas for Egypt and that are working in various ways that we as a community can support. And the idea is not that we all have to be entrepreneurs. The idea is that we each have a piece of the puzzle. Whether you're an engineer or a doctor or a lawyer or a graphic designer or an artist or a thinker, a writer, whatever it is that you do, you come with a gift and you come with talent and you come with friends and colleagues and organizations and universities and companies that you're a part of that can help these entrepreneurs make a difference in Egypt. And I know I hear all the time the stories about pessimistic about the context and what's happening and, you know, let's wait and see. But you know what? There's no time to wait and see because these entrepreneurs don't stop based on what's happening in the news. They just keep going. And that means that we have to keep going in our quest to support them. And so I invite you to join our network. I invite you to donate money as we want to support these entrepreneurs in the fellowship program. I invite you to continue the conversations and send us those questions that you might have, and we'll create a way in which we can have you permanently connected to them. And I ask you actually as well to take out the membership card for RISE that is in your packet and look it over, because we had when we ran the acceleration program in November, it cost just $8,000 per team for 3 weeks to sponsor 2 team members from each social enterprise to come and participate in the Harvard conference and to do all of the trainings, took care of their travel and their accommodations and all of the work that we did. And our goal over the next 2 years is for each one of these social enterprises to get 5 of those accelerations. But also we want to reserve money for a small fund that would allow them to sort of figure out, you know, they could apply to do specific trainings on their own. If there's, for example, a program in Germany or in India or in the US or wherever, they could apply to RISE and say, listen, there's a specific training that's really going to help our team in this area, and this is why we think it's relevant. And then we can, you know, tailor in that fashion to help, you know, give them a leg up in that area. So we want to both utilize the network in terms of knowledge capital. We want to utilize the network in terms of social capital. And we want to put our money into this so that we can help see them really scale and grow and thrive. So I invite you, if you can, to become a member of RISE. It really just a small monthly gift over the next 2 years. We can see all of these entrepreneurs supported. And if you want to give just a single gift, you can do that online as well. We have PayPal set up online. And what we'd like also is for you to stay engaged. It's not really about today. It's about the long term, like I've been saying since the beginning. So I thank you for being with us, and I thank all of these